This is for Patreon eyes only. I'm taking Sprig home, and I'm making the long drive up to the homestead. Now, that's not what was agreed. When we wrote out our agreements during our divorce decree, we had my elder present, and my ex had his best friend present, and we wrote down specific instructions about the dogs. We wrote specific instructions about Sprig, and that was that I could see him, at least a couple, 2-3 days out of the week, maybe take him on vacation, and then we'd meet in town, so I wouldn't have to drive, right? Because that's not fair. This is 15 miles out. Promises were broken. And I'm grabbing the camera and sharing this with you patrons, because I can't share this on YouTube. I don't want people to know too much personal detail about me and my husband. But I'm sharing it with you because there's so many of you that have written me and who have talked to me about your own situation with your divorce, or you're going through divorce, or you are divorced and there's kids involved. There's other people involved, family members, and your spouse or soon-to-be spouse is not holding up to their end of the bargain. Maybe they lied, maybe they broke a court order, and maybe you didn't write it down, but they promised. They promised some things with the kids. Maybe they promised something about financially, money, support, and all those promises are broken, or maybe some, or half, or whatever. But the bottom line is, it's not what you had agreed on. So what do you do as a Christian? What do you do when you love the Lord and there is so much unfairness in this? As a believer, I really do have to lay this at God's feet. And so do you. Whatever it is that has been broken, whatever it is that has been not met, the conditions have not been met, and it doesn't make a difference what that is, like I said, money-wise or children-wise. Call it a blessing for whatever you get. See the blessing in whatever you get. And even if, say, right now you're going through a battle and you can't even see your kids, and the person you're with has been lying and has been manipulating other family members, whatever that situation is, because I can only imagine how bad things can get. Trust the Lord. Trust the Lord. You have to remember, He knows the whole story. He knows all of it from beginning to end. And if you stay with the Lord and are faithful, you will get those blessings. Now, for me, having Sprig for one day is a blessing, because I'm dealing with a man whose heart is so hard. He is deceptive. He's not truthful. He's breaking his promises, like what many of you could be going through. And how do you deal with that as a believer? You lay it at God's feet. And when the dog throws you a crumb, you praise the Lord, because that crumb didn't come from him. That crumb came from the Lord, because God knows your pain. He feels your heartache, and He knows your tears. He's right there with you. And He sees the sins of the other persons that you're involved with. He knows what they're doing. But again, the Lord is sovereign over all of this. So as I make this long drive up here, I'm not upset. I'm not saying, this is a pain in the butt and complaining about how He's supposed to. He's supposed to. We know He's supposed to. But it's okay, because God knows my heart. And my reward, if it's not here, it will be in heaven, eternally, forever. So let them do what they're going to do. Let them do what they're going to do, my friends. Just trust them. Okay, we say goodbye to spring now. Goodbye.